is you telling me?
Yes, sir. You were tuned in to Throw the Hook Podcast, episode 38. It's your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. And I got my partner here with me, man. Finney, the legend, is in the building. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? Glad to be on, man. Nice, easy day at work. And we here now. You here, this is what we do. We talk to spots, man. So glad to be on.
Absolutely, man. Big shout out to the whole team, man. Big shout out to Boxing First Vlog, man. Big shout out to VP Shane out there in the UK doing what he do. Big shout out to my dog Teak too. Teak might be in here a little bit later on to chop it up with us. You know what I'm saying? But just feels good to be back on. It's been a minute. We just living life, handling business, so sometimes we can't get on here. But when we do, we cook up, like, for sure. So we're gonna wait for some people to come up in here. If you watching, please say what's up. Please say what's up. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chat, say hello. Put a 1 in the chat if we sounding good. If Ty Finney, the legend, Mike sounding good, and we can go ahead and get started, do what we do. I already knew. My dog, man. Jay Will in the building, man. Said, what up, G5, Ty and Vlog. Salute to you, bro. He said Moses in 5 or 6. Ooh, we gonna get into that, bro. We gonna get into that for sure. We definitely gonna get into that. Jay Will, how we sounding? We sounding all right? We gonna proceed off your go. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, said 1, said crystal clear. That's what we talking about. Let me see. We got, I don't know who this is. This is on Twitch. Might have to block that one.
Before we even get into it, man, I want to say, rest in peace, Bridget Cologne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. Like, it's sad that, this is why I say, like, I hate when I hear, people call fighters bums. Anything can happen inside of that ring. One shot in the back of the head, you could be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. You just never know. So, yeah, it's a sad situation all around, man. So, yeah, rest in peace, Bridget Cologne, man.
Yeah, definitely RIP for sure. And even when we're talking about this boxing stuff, is we might crack jokes and say certain things, but just off top, we have respect for every single fighter that's ever stepped into the ring, no matter what the level of competition, the level of talent. We respect everybody that put them gloves on, man, for sure. So rest in peace. Condolences to the family, the friends, everyone that was around him. But he fought for a long time. He fought for a long time, man. So definitely RIP to him for sure. MBK said, what up, G5? What's up with you, bro? My God, man. Ramon Cruz in the building, man, said, what's good, King? King, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you as always, man. It's Princess says hi. Big shout out to you. Before we get started, bro, my dog in here. He in here on time. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, I got to introduce my dog, man. Teak in the building, man. Teak, what's going on, baby?
Yo, what's good, 5? It's been a little minute since I've been on this joint.
Hey, man, it's been a little minute since I've been on this joint, man. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Teak, man. We got Ty in the building, too. Ty Finney, the legend. Before we even get started, man, I need 100 subs for Ty Finney, the legend, man. He almost at 1,000. Need that. Definitely need that. Do that for your boy one time.
We got 211.
Hey, bro. You know the thing that's crazy about that, T? Everybody starts with 0. You understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
Everybody starts with 0. So you gotta climb up. Make sure you subscribe to my man Teak as well. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to do that. MBK said, I think Moses is overrated. He need to show me something this fight. All right. So usually I'll have like topics lined up, but usually the comments in the comment section tell me where to go. And it seemed like that's where y'all want to go.
Who you
Moses
talking about?
Atama,
Moses Tommy?
yeah, Moses Atama versus Herkovich. Philip Herkovich is going down this Saturday. It's for
is
the
this Saturday? Oh shit! See,
yes, this Saturday. I think it's for the IBF title, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say it's the IBF title, yes. And obviously, this is the biggest challenge of Moses Atama's career. I know
And we
Vlog
about to find
very
out about
highly.
him.
Say it again.
I said, yeah, we definitely about to find out about him this week.
Yeah, for sure. Because Herkovich ain't nothing to play with.
I know. That's why I said we about to find out about Moses.
He's nothing to play with at all. When you really when you look at his career, outside of really like one hiccup, he's been flawless almost. You know what I'm saying? So Herkovich is a great opponent for Moses Atama, but I want to go back to the comments because somebody said in here, Jay Will said Moses in 5 or 6. He got Moses Atama stopping him in 5 or 6. I don't.
I say more between 9 and 10. I got it.
You thinking like 9 and 10?
Yeah, because it's going to take him a little minute to figure him out. But I think once he does, I think he wins the fight. That's my feeling.
Okay. Hey, Legend, you think it's going to be a stoppage in this fight? Like, you think Atama's going to win?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Moses. But the question is, like, we seen how Herkovich when it got into deep waters, we seen what happened when he fought Dubois. So, Atama, he's a young guy, early 20s. So I can see him coming into this fight, just giving it his all. So, but I'm not sure if he's dealt with anybody who's got that reach and that height like a Herkovich. So I think he's gonna come in for the kill, but I think that he just need to be careful. Just be careful with the reach.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like break him, you're gonna have to break him down first.
Yeah.
I like Atama to win. I'll break it down to you like this. If Atama comes in there and try to be reckless, he gonna end up in some trouble in this fight. And we never seen Moses Atama in trouble in his career. So we don't know what
Yeah, you don't know how he's going to respond to adversity.
Exactly. And that's the one thing
he's definitely gonna face him in this fight. That's a fact.
Yeah, Herkovich is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. If I had to guess, it's so. And you know what, Teak, it's so difficult to kind of predict these fights because I'm like, I know what Herkovich is capable of. I've seen Herkovich in trouble before. You know what I'm saying? But with Moses Atama, I haven't even seen his chin tested. I don't know how he's going to respond to a hard shot. He hasn't been hit with a hard shot.
Like, he's going to face adversity in this fight. That's why I said the later rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Herkovich might get him early, but I think Moses will make some adjustments in the middle of the fight, and then I think it will carry on to later before he stops him. But like I said, though, like Moses is definitely the more talented fighter. That's not a debate.
Oh, for sure.
But this is his first real big step up fight. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how it was when we was talking about the Abdullah Mason fight?
Yeah.
With Albert Bell. That was his first major step up. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And we saw Abdullah didn't look good early. Albert was outboxing the shot of him. But then Abdullah started making adjustments, start fighting different. and then we saw him put the pressure on Albert and break him down, and then he eventually stopped him.
Right.
That's what I think Moses might. That's what I think Moses can do, similar to Herkovich.
That's a great example. As well, because it's like we're almost trusting Atama. We're almost trusting him at this point because we don't have the actual evidence. We believe he's the goods, but we're all kind of going out.
It's kind of like blind faith.
Yes. There's a lot of blind faith. That's how we
felt about Abdullah.
Yeah, see, you know what? And to be honest with you, I actually had more confidence in Abdullah because I've seen Abdullah in adversity before the bell fight.
Yeah, right.
I've never seen Atama in any type of distress at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting.
Because remember the one fight that they thought that was gonna be a challenge to him. Remember, was it Dillian White, right?
Correct.
And he beat the dog shot. He beat the dog shot of Dillian White. Was it knockout?
Was that first round, Legend? Yeah, I want to say it was the first round. I think
it was the first knockout. Like, cause he beat the shit out of him from the.
Yeah, like.
But Herkovich is not Dillian White. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna compare that. Because I always thought I think he's better than Dillian White ever was.
Yeah, Atama is. I just want to see him get hit with that shot, with that money shot,
right?
And see how he respond. I'm gonna even go back. Teak and Legend. I'm gonna go back a little bit further. I'm gonna go back in the day, heavyweight. Remember Michael Grant? We never seen him get hit with a shot until he got in there with Lennox Lewis.
And then we saw what happened.
Exactly. So if Moses Atama has any type of a chin, I see him getting Herkovich up out of there between 8 and 10. If he don't have a chin, we might be looking at an upset because Herkovich can crack.
Right.
He can definitely crack.
I agree with that. That's what I was saying. Like, that's why it's hard for me to predict that one because, like I said, we haven't really seen Atama in there with a serious threat. Like, yes, he blew out Dillian White early, but White was a shell of himself at this point. So
correct.
But now, like I said, he's fighting a tall guy, a young guy, long reach. So we'll see how he can deal with it. Like, I agree with you. If he can get through that adversity and his chin holds up, then I'm looking at a late stoppage for Atama. If not, who knows, man?
It might be fight night. It might be fight night.
Yeah, we don't know.
Sure. MBK said that chin gonna get tested. I agree with that. Like, Moses of time, he's gonna get hit in this fight. He's gonna get hit in this fight for sure.
He's gonna get hit early too.
Yeah. First 2-3 rounds, Herkovich gonna hit him with a little something. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the first round he get hit with a little something. Because Herkovich is not your like big man that's not skilled. Like, Herkovich is skilled. Like, you know what I'm saying? So some of that stuff that Moses Atama usually gets away with, he's not gonna be able to do everything he wants in the ring with Herkovich. Herkovich is a good fighter. Good fighter. Jay Will said Herkovich gave Dubois some good work early on before his gas tank went away. I think that's why we're all agreeing with the late stoppage, because I think his gas tank is definitely 87, dog. His gas tank is definitely 87. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely 87. It's nothing 90.
Trying to get motherfuckers out of there early.
Yeah, he ain't got no diesel gas. Ain't no 93 in that joint. Straight up. Not at all.
Yeah, this ain't prime Lennox Lewis when we know he can go all night.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight up. Jay Will said AJ wasn't able to stop Franklin. Moses stopped Franklin in 5. That's a good point. But you got to look at it too, though. Like, AJ and Moses is two completely different fighters. And Franklin was really, really bad before the Moses fight. Like, he been through some things. You know what I'm saying?
And I think when AJ fought him, he was working with Derek James too. He just started working with Derrick James, if I'm not mistaken. So he probably had to make some adjustments and everything. So
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Go ahead, T.
Yo, Five. I know, like Five. You know what's funny? I know you about to get on that subject in a minute or whatever, but like, did you really enjoy the T.O. versus Rolly fight like that?
Oh, we going hold off on that. Let me get to the rest of these comments, and we can get into that for sure. Jay Will said Moses' hand speed will be the X factor. I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Chris Bird, unforgotten legend. So, Chris Bird, I like Chris Bird.
Chris Bird was good, a legend? But
I wouldn't say legend.
He always left me wanting more from him.
Yeah, the only legend I know is Ty Finney, the legend. That's the only legend I know. Not Chris Bird. Like Chris Bird was a good fighter, and he always defied the odds because he was a small heavyweight.
Yeah,
so
but it just felt like was extra. It just felt like he had more to give, but he didn't give it.
Yeah. He says Tyre said he beat David Tua. No, facts. But see, the thing is though, with David Tua, if you look at the Chris Bird and David Tua fight, that was the perfect matchup for Chris Bird because number one, Chris Bird, he was probably the most technical fighter at heavyweight when he was out. You know what I'm saying? And with Tua coming straight down Broad Street, no left turns, no right turns, no nothing. He's not cutting. Now he did great at cutting the ring off, and it was like once he was able to move around Tua and get his punches off and slide. Tua's not easy work for anybody, but that's the main thing Chris Bird needed.
Shit, because remember, David Tua gave Lennox Lewis a little bit of problems before Lennox took him out.
Absolutely. Tyre said, I want to see Moses versus Zhang.
I don't
want to see that. I don't want to see that, bro.
Zhang's too old, man.
Mother hurt him right now.
Yeah, Zhang doing security at your local pubs and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. He ain't putting up. He ain't putting up with nothing at the front door. You know what I mean? He ain't putting up with nothing. You know what I mean?
Who was that? I'm trying to remember. What that motherfucker said at the press conference? He's like, no diddy.
Yeah, no diddy.
No diddy.
Tyre said, yeah. Tyre said Joshua Parker versus Moses also good. Oh, Joseph Parker versus Moses Atama.
Joseph Parker more than Joshua, in my opinion.
Joseph Parker got to stay off that Snow White. He got to stay off that.
Yeah, that nigga ain't never met a crack house he didn't like.
Look, did you hear the story? Like when they had to go in front of the commission. Ty, you heard the story?
Yeah, I watched it, but I saw it too, man. That was funny,
man.
That was an excuse, man.
Hey, T, did you hear the story? If not, I would love to tell you.
No, I didn't hear shit about that.
Okay,
I just know he was. I just know he was on a schedule.
Check this out. So they went to the commission. He had a written statement from his strength and conditioning coach. He said that his strength and conditioning coach was the one that was on cocaine. Right? Hold on, it gets better. The strength and conditioning coach was preparing all of his meals and his drinks in the same hotel room where he was doing the coke. And that's how he tested positive.
What the fuck?
Yo, that's nasty work, bro.
What the hell?
That's nasty work. Yo, you snorting a line and be like, hey, man, hand me that salmon and broccoli over there. Let me get the champ food together. Like, that's nasty work, bro. Like, that's nasty work. Nigga
doing a snow angel,
bro. I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like in the hotel room, but I'm like, when the hotel rooms got the stoves and all that, you chefing up in the hotel room, like that's crazy.
Nigga cooking up the coke.
He cooking, yeah. That's what I was saying. He was cooking up the bricks.
Whipping
whipping at work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. But yeah, until Joseph Parker get off that white, man, I don't want to see him in the ring. Tyre said AJ always been overrated to me. What was his best win against a fighter past his prime? AJ, I would say probably one of his best victories on paper was probably the Klitschko fight. Actually, that victory actually ended the Klitschko era because the heavyweight division,
Thankfully.
yeah, the heavyweight
No,
division was real bad.
bro. No, bro. No, remember, what's the name really ended the Klitschko era, even though he was dirty during that fight. So I can't really say that either.
Who
so
you
you're probably
about?
right. Tyson Fury.
Oh, yeah. So basically, AJ put him at the pearly gates. And Tyson Fury pushed him over. Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that.
But then again, Tyson Fury did test positive. So
facts.
So I can't put too much stock into that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ramon Cruz, he said he was good, just lacked power. He talking about Chris Bird. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Jay Wells said Vitaly was schooling Bird until he tore his rotator cuff. All the judges had Vitaly well ahead. Are you talking about Lennox Lewis? Or are you talking about Bird?
No, you talking about Bird.
Yeah, you talking about Bird. I'm thinking Vitaly had the cut. He had the cut during the Lennox Lewis fight.
Yeah, with the Lennox Lewis fight, and they had to stop the fight.
Correct.
But then that's when Lennox retired after that because he knew it was like, oh, he was like, oh no, I don't got it.
Hell no, I don't want them type problems. Jay Will said Moses versus Frank Sanchez. Well, the winner of Moses and Herkovich has to fight Frank Sanchez by December. So that you might get what you want.
Yeah, that fight might happen next.
That might happen next. Yeah. Jay Will says Zhang should fight Bacoli in China or Africa. You
man, can Bacoli stop put the donut down first?
Yeah, Bacoli, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. He gonna listen.
Like that motherfucker was supremely out of shape his last fight.
Hey, anybody that come in with the Irish shorts, you know they different, bro. Them trunks he had on versus Jared Anderson, bro. He had the Irish shorts on. I was like, that's crazy.
But yeah, jump on that next joint when you finish, bro.
I got you.
I'm ready for that
shit. Tyre laughing. He said AJ beat Parker and Parker beat Andy Ruiz. AJ figured the odds was in his favor to beat Andy Ruiz and lost. I mean, AJ was dominating that fight. He was on the verge of knocking Andy Ruiz out. He just caught him with an equilibrium shot. He just never recovered. You know what I'm saying? And Ty said it shows Parker has a better chin than AJ. I gotta question everything Parker done did, man. He probably was snorted up.
He probably wasn't feeling a damn thing.
Yeah, I said them left hooks was feeling like tickles and shit to him. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But we gonna get off of that.
What's that Rick Ross song called? Off of Port of Miami.
I went to the White House. My face.
The White House.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. But let's get into it. Man, Romero versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo won a majority decision. I will not get into the cards. I'm in a great mood. I'm not gonna get into the cards. But hey, Ty, I'm gonna start with you, Ty. Like, what did you think of the fight? Rolly and Tio, what you think?
It kind of went how I expected it to go. Like going into this fight, we know that Tio was the better fighter. He was the more skilled fighter. He's got the footwork. Rolly's just the guy that, that comes forward and try to brawl out with you. But I just felt like Rolly, I can't remember which round it was, but I just felt like after the big shot, he didn't follow up. But his one shot, the shot that he almost put Tio down, he followed up good. But like once he seen that blood, man, he should have been like a vampire and just stayed on Tio, but he didn't. He just held back. And I just felt like he just gave that fight away, like the later half. So like, and then Rolly was disappointed, like, I don't know if y'all heard what he said after the fact, like he wanted a rematch. Like, man, you lost that. You lost that.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
I'm gonna be completely honest about that fight, Bob. And even though it went, I expected it to go because I thought Teal's just better. Like it ain't no debate about that. But that fight was just, it was mad. It was, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it didn't really pique my interest like that. Like I only watched it because I was fucking bored that night. Like I wasn't no real shit. I'm keeping it real with y'all. Like if I was busy that fucking night, I want to watch that fucking fight, bro. Like I don't care to watch Tio like that no more, especially after that disgraceful performance he had against Shakur. And Rolly completely one-dimensional. We're like that shit didn't spark no interest for me. Like that's why I ain't talk about it. I ain't really give a fuck about that fight. I didn't say much about it leading up to it.
Yeah, I would say that I think Tio, he got that Shakur fight like out the back of his mind now. And I'm saying he just conquered the title in the new division. So now the 147, now the welterweight division is looking a little better with the champions now. It was looking stale with, you know,
a little bit better, but is Tio gonna fight? Is Tio gonna fight these dudes? Because that's the question. Like he'll fight Ryan because that's more up his alley. But how long has he been ducking Devin Haney? Like he's been ducking him for 3 divisions.
Yeah,
and he turned down $11 million last year to fight him.
Yeah, I think. Well, just to let me get in the comments real quick before I cook up on that. Tyre said T.O. won, but I feel Rolly didn't really lose his value at this point. Rolly is tough, but he started late with an awkward style. I actually think his awkward style is what was going to give T.O. trouble, but I'll get into that in a minute. Rolly still can cause problems though for other fighters. He can because of that awkward style, but I'm gonna get into it.
For Ryan, that's about it.
Yeah. Tyre said, yeah, it wasn't the most exciting. Yeah, it was if you look at the highlights, you would have thought that fight was lit the whole way through.
That shit was
it just wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
It was garbage.
Yeah, straight sanitation work for sure. Tyre said actually Tank versus Rolly was more exciting before the knockout. I'll definitely agree with that because you could kind of see the cat and mouse game within the hard shots. You know what I'm saying? Do you think Rolly could give Devin Haney problems?
Hell no. No.
Devin. The reason I'm gonna say no is because Devin main attribute is his feet. So he's gonna be able to kind of get around all of that awkwardness. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get around all that awkwardness.
Too goddamn slow for that.
Yeah, so here's the thing with Rolly. Rolly, it's gonna anybody that hops in the ring with Rolly is going to take them a little bit of time to get used to the awkwardness. It's kind of like when people stepped in the ring with Maidana. Maidana's not the most skilled guy in the world, but he's so awkward and quirky with his style. It's going to take you a little bit of time to get adjusted. Once you get adjusted, if you're one of them ones, it should be easy work. It should be easy work. But you got to get through them early rounds where it's awkward. You know what I'm saying? That's
how Ricardo was.
Yeah, Rolly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you got guys like Rolly, Maidana. You know what I'm saying? Ricardo Mayorga. You have to deal with them early. You got to be patient and you got to deal with them early. They will give everybody problems early. Everybody problems early. It's after them first. You can get by the first 3-4 rounds with them. If you that dude, like you should be able to pick them apart. You know what I'm saying? Ramon said, I got a lot to say. I got you, Doug. Jay Willie said, I read Liam Parlo was in talks with Cambosis. That's crazy work. Yeah, that's definitely nasty work. That's definitely
super
nasty work.
Like, so another nigga that's ducking Devin Haney. Crazy. Five. My fault. If I ain't even cut you off, bro. Bro, when we finish this topic, jump into that shit, and you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
What you talking about?
Oh no, nigga Keyshawn Davis. I got a fucking fully loaded clip ready.
All right, yeah, we can get it. It's been so long since we've been on the show. We never actually got into that. Yeah, we can get into that too. Liam Paro, Cambosis, that's some nasty work. Like,
don't nobody want to watch that fight, bro.
Yo,
nobody want to watch that
Cambosis he's that dude that's like always around. Like, you know that that kid in school. He's so popular. It's only because he done failed like 3-4 times. He done been in the school like 7 years. That's Cambosis. You know what I'm saying? That's Cambosis.
Oh shit!
Like, it's crazy with Cambosis. He always stumbles into a big fight, man. For sure. I hope the fight don't happen because it's like a waste of time. You know what I mean? We got unification business to handle. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I don't want to see it. Johnny, what's going on, bro? He said Keyshawn stopping Norman Jr. if they make that fight. Ugh.
No.
Hold on. Let me get through the rest of these real quick, and we can cook as far as Keyshawn. My dog, man, Michael Johnson in the building, man. Big shout out to you, bro. It's been a minute. Ramon Cruz, he said Rolly is more dangerous when he's not trying to be a technical boxer. He's better, more difficult with his when he's wild and aggressive. Let me speak on that real quick. Let me speak on that really quick. That I can't even call it a shoulder roll, and I kind of explained this in a video I dropped yesterday. He has a shoulder roll stance, right? But he doesn't have a shoulder roll. Like, his base stance is this: right hand up, left hand down. So if people want to know why the left side of his ribs was so red, Teofimo was landing that shot all night.
His ribs.
He was targeting his ribs the whole night because he got his hand up like this. He got his left hand right here. He's trying to turn. Once he turns, not only is he giving up that left side of his rib cage, he can't throw nothing back because he's not in position because he's turned sideways. That's why I was just like, he has a shoulder roll stance, but he doesn't have a shoulder roll defense. And Teofimo, like, you got to credit Teofimo, like he took crazy advantage of that for sure. Michael Johnson, he said, "Ain't nobody ducking no Chin Haney." I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's been a couple of them. There's been a couple of them, bro. Like, my thing is this, like, if the thing is,
I ain't gonna laugh at that one. I ain't gonna like is literally ducking in plain sight. I ain't trying to.
But see, the thing about it is just Haney can make you look crazy in the ring just because he's so technical, and then people get it twisted because of the Ryan Garcia fight. I'm like, Ryan Garcia, like, he was on them super juices. Like,
he was about to say he was on that Hulk juice.
Yeah, he was definitely on that Hulk juice.
And then once he took off, once that Hulk juice came off, where's the knockouts?
Yeah,
power
for sure. Yo, and I gotta give a shout out to everybody that tapped in on Instagram too. I'm still trying to figure the tech part out, but Dan's a hook. Big shout out to you. Said nobody want to see the rematch. Rolly didn't come to fight. He also said
he absolutely didn't. Not in the later rounds.
Yeah, he said he'll fight Dev for undisputed. It don't matter if Rolly got the rematch clause. I just don't want to see it because I think Tio's actually gonna have an easier time with him. And Tio, let's not get it twisted. Tio respected that man power too. Prior to that shot,
because he almost knocked his fucking head off in the 5th round.
Bro, the fact that Tio, I respect Tio. I respect Tio for these two reasons. Number one, for him to get hit with that right hand like that, and when I say, like, Rolly got full torque on that shot, I mean, full torque on that shot. It wasn't like he was leaning. He leaned into that shot, bro. The fact that he didn't go down was crazy. And another
I ain't
thing,
gonna
I don't
lie.
know. Did y'all watch?
That shit got spooky for a little bit.
Yeah, did y'all watch when he was on the ring show and Tim Bradley told him like, yo, like you got to figure out, like you keep on going low with this jab, you're going high and low with the jab. That's why you keep getting caught with these right hands. Like he was like, you got to figure that out. So Teofimo kind of talked about that a little bit on the show. This is how bad his father is as a trainer. Teofimo been getting away with that for years. He'll throw a jab, and it's not the fact that he throws a jab to the body or anything. He'll step in with the jab, and then he just won't get his hands back up because he's like right in that sweet spot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He's a sucker for that straight right hand.
Yeah, right over the top of the jab, and he throws a lot of single jabs. Anybody that throw a single jab and you see Canelo do this all the time. Whenever he get countered over the top, if he throw a jab, he'll throw a jab teak and he'll leave his arm out there.
Yep.
He'll leave his arm out there. You can't get that straight. You can't get that counter right hand over the top.
And that's why he was easy work for Floyd and Terrence Crawford and people.
Yeah. Straight up. Michael said, ain't nobody ducking. That is funny. Mario, he said, came over from the gram, man. Big shout out to you, bro. Big shout out to you. Said Devin for sure got a chin. He got up hella times versus Ryan in the Ryan fight.
Against a juiced up fighter, he got up. He kept getting up.
Haney got hard. Haney got hard. There's a lot of fighters that would have got hit with that smoke against Ryan Garcia that night, and they wouldn't have got up. So the one thing I will say, Devin Haney got hard. Devin Haney got hard for sure. People can question his chin. Okay, cool. But the man got hard. The man got hard for sure. Mikey said, no, bro, I'm just saying them Haneys will make anyone that don't take their offer as a duck, but they know money ain't there for a lot of these fighters. So what I will say, bro, is do I feel like they might be overplaying their hand in certain cases? I would say so, but the A sides, they do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They do that. But right now, he don't have no opponent. He don't have no opponent right now. And I'm like, that's the dangerous part.
I'm gonna answer that question too, Bob.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Look, this is the bottom line. What is Keyshawn's highest paid?
$1 million.
$1 million against fucking Jermaine Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't that's more money. That $3 million is more than he ever thought about. And on top of that, I heard Top Rank would have gave him an extra $1 million if he would have took the fight. So at least $4 million. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just completely fumbled that fucking bag. Like he fumbled everything, Bob. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like a lot of people, like that's why a lot of people was heated with him, including Top Rank. Because that's more money that they lost on this nigga because he's a fucking goofball, just like they lost all that fucking money with him with the De Los Santos bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why they're on the verge of really getting rid of this nigga, bro. Because he's losing money for them.
At this point, bro, with Keyshawn, it's kind of like you have two of the most powerful people in the sport in your corner. You got Bob Arum, you got Jay Prince. You shouldn't be having these problems with them two behind you. Like you just shouldn't. Like you shouldn't. Because from what I was told, Jay Prince told him to take the 3.
He did. And that's why I said he told him to take that fight and he would have got him some more money, bro. Top Rank was willing to give Keyshawn more. Now
Jay Prince is he giving him a nice little haircut, with that manager fee, but I ain't gonna get into that. I had some Jay Prince goons in the DMs. It got real for a minute. You know what I mean? I had to block a couple folks. It got real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like if you had Bob Arum and Jay Prince in your corner and they're basically advising you to do certain things and you are deciding not to listen to them, why are you hiring them?
Exactly.
Like, why is Jay Prince your manager if you're not going to listen? Like, what's the point? Like, why give up 25, 30, 35%, whatever it is? Whatever it is.
Why beg for the fight? Why do all these skits? And then you basically had Jay Prince go to the WBO to make you the number one mandatory.
And
why do all that? And then you turn the fucking fight down.
Yeah, I
don't want to hear I don't want to hear nobody defending that dude. And then I got some more shit for y'all after you finish talking.
Hey, Ty, did you hear what Brian Norman Sr. said about Keyshawn?
Oh, yep.
Nah, what he said.
That's why you my nigga, because we think alike. That's what I'm
Ty,
talking about.
Did you hear it?
Nah, I don't think I heard what he said.
So listen, I actually got a short ready. I'm gonna probably drop it after the podcast. But Brian Norman Sr. said Keyshawn Davis' best victory is an R&B singer from Philadelphia. That is some nasty.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. That's some nasty work, bro. Now here Albright can fight, man. That he caught a straight bullet on that. That was nasty work for sure. But yeah, like Keyshawn is at a point now where I guess what Top Rank is like, what do you do with him? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, he's burnt several bridges. He's burnt several bridges.
They offered him the Brian Norman Jr. fight, right?
Yeah.
And he turned that down.
He didn't want that either.
He ducked Brian Norman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, bro, what the fuck do you want?
You know what, bro? And it probably wouldn't happen, but Keyshawn is in a position where in the public eye, he's like down and out. And remember when Tim Bradley was coming off of the Manny Pacquiao fights and his stock was just really, really down?
Yeah.
And he took that Ruslan Provodnikov fight and he fought like he ain't had no type of common sense. Like,
yeah,
Keyshawn is going to have to fight somebody like that and have like a thrilling fight to kind of get people back on a Keyshawn Davis bandwagon.
And that's crazy because even though I had my questions about him, I still gave him credit for the Jermaine Ortiz win. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Gave him mad credit for that. But
for sure, absolutely.
But you like ever since that fight, bro, like everything's going downhill for him because he didn't look that great against Nair the second time. He didn't look that great. And then you have this whole Devin Haney fiasco. Like, you ducked Devin Haney after you called your bluff, after you called him out. Because for real, we're going to be real about this. This is what we do. We real around here. Devin wasn't looking for Keyshawn. He wasn't. He wasn't thinking about Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that's a big experience disadvantage for Keyshawn. So that's why Devin wasn't looking in his direction. He started saying Devin's name. That's why I was like, whoa, Devin was like, what? Like, what? like nobody was looking for him.
Right.
He started that shit. And then you ducked the fight. And then now with this Brian Norman shit, you like, what the fuck you think was going to happen? Like, you're not going to get $3.3 million or $4 million anywhere else. That's why we looking at him funny about the whole Devin Haney situation, bro. Five?
Hey, Todd, do you is there a fight out there for Keyshawn Davis that like if you were advising him, like who would you tell Keyshawn Davis to fight next? Like, in your opinion?
Like, I mean, I heard what y'all was saying about beating Norman, but for me, honestly, I think that's easy work for Keyshawn. I just feel Brian Norman is just a little too slow. Now, if he catches Keyshawn, that's a different story. We don't know how he'll react in that weight class. But I still think Keyshawn is too fast. I would like that fight to happen if it's possible. Honestly, I think that's easy work for him.
Wow. You think Brian Norman Jr. easy work for Keyshawn T?
Hell no. That's one of the few times I ever disagree with Ty. Because
I usually agree with Ty all the time.
All the time, because he always right. But times I disagree because Keyshawn's used to pushing people around in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He's used to muscling people. He ain't fucking muscling no damn Brian Norman. You got to box. You got to box Brian Norman to beat him.
Yeah, and let me add on to that.
Keyshawn can box, but he's still flat-footed. You feel what I'm saying? He still don't move his feet.
Like
those are the type of people that Brian Norman can beat.
Yeah, but I just felt like it would kind of be like a repeat of what Haney did to him.
He ain't Devin Haney as far as like boxing IQ, move ability to move around the ring. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't got, and he's not that defensively responsible like Devin Haney is.
Yeah, I think
because remember, my fault, Five. I ain't
go.
Make an example. Remember the last fight with Nair Albright. Nair kept catching him with them right hands, them straight right hands, same punch. Kept catching him with the same punch, and Nair didn't even make an adjustment.
You know what? Let me just add on. As far as the reason why I think it wouldn't be easy work is because you gotta remember Keyshawn's never 40-47. He's never 40-47. And those punches is different at 47 versus 40. And on top of that, like we've never seen Keyshawn really fight without trying to bully. Like he always trying to play bully ball.
Yeah,
he can't play bully ball.
Shoulders. He uses his shoulders to press up against you and push you in the corner and start teeing off. He got away with that at 35 and 40. You feel me?
Yeah, he's not moving Brian Norman Jr. nowhere.
Them big motherfuckers in 47 ain't going for that.
Yeah, but that's the reason why I think it's a difficult fight, because Keyshawn is actually gonna have to find a way to win without playing bully ball. I've never seen Keyshawn not play bully ball. So that'd be Ty, I'll tell you this, if it ends up being easy work for Keyshawn, he'll get a hand clap from me. He'll get a hand clap from me, because that'll be the first time he's won a fight and not try to bully a guy. And also use his feet. He's not gonna be able to sit in the pocket with Brian Norman all night long. I wouldn't even suggest that. Wouldn't even suggest it. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't even suggest it. I think that'll be a great fight though. But Keyshawn needs that type of fight. Like he's gonna have to take a fight that's gonna get him back on the map.
He gotta take a risk.
Yeah,
because
he gotta take a risk.
If he fights a bullshit fight, his next fight, oh man, it might get ugly for him. It might be even worse for him than it is now.
Yeah,
because people is destroying him all over the damn place.
Yeah, for sure.
Mario said, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Bob. You probably saw it. I've been in the comment section with the duck goose every time he posts.
Oh yeah, you be heavy in the comments. It was one of them posts. Vlog was even in the comment section. I said, if I know a vlog in the comment section, I know it's real. Like, you know what I mean? Mario said,
what vlog said? I ain't even see it.
Yo, he was going back and forth with a couple guys, and I'm like, I ain't seen Vlog do that since like the beginning stages of the channel. Like because he used to go by the blunt truth back then, and he got his reputation because he used to just chew everybody up in the comment section, but he kind of don't do that no more. When I seen him in there, I was like, damn, I said the comments must be real. He in here going back and forth with folks.
I don't say nothing else except the duck goose emoji.
Yeah. Mario said, yeah, Tim is the GOAT. He has a great eye. He said, Tim
who? Bradley?
Yeah, hey Mario, come back in. Who you talking about? Because you said Tim. Michael Johnson said Tyson Fury gets up but don't have a chin. Listen, Michael, I'm not even mad at that comment, bro. To be honest with you, I'm not even mad at that comment. Like, it's like when Tyson Fury go down, he go down hard, bro. Like crazy. Al Money, big shout out to you, family. Big shout out to you. Mario said Bill also had another meal for him if he wasn't tripping. No, Bill Haney did say that. He said he had an M for him.
How the fuck did I leave that out?
Hey,
How
listen.
the fuck did I leave that out? So that would have been $5 million. So that would have been the $5 million he asked for.
But here's the thing, though. Like, if you look at what, and Teak, you ain't even get into this, but I'm gonna get into it. And Ty, I'm pretty sure you heard about. Ty, I know you heard this too. Actually, Keyshawn Davis' initial request, right? He wanted $5 million after manager fees. So let me break the math down for y'all. He wanted $5 million net after the manager fees. Now, I was told that Jay Prince gets 30% of the pot.
Damn.
30% of the pot whenever Keyshawn fight. So if you actually do the math, basically what Keyshawn was asking for was damn near the amount of the whole purse bid. The purse bid was like 8.5.
Yep.
If his net is $5 million and Jay Prince gets 30%, that's damn near $8 million total. So basically, Keyshawn was asking for the whole pot. That's what nobody talks about. He was basically asking for the whole pot.
But the thing was, though, like, yeah, exactly. So, and Devin was going to get 6 of that 8.5.
But T, this is why what Mario said and what Bill said, I believe it. The Zone was good. So basically, Devin Haney signed to the Zone.
Yeah,
he signed for 10+ mil a fight.
Yeah, he's going to get that regardless.
Right, the Zone was going to make up the difference.
Yeah,
for Devin Haney to get his 10+.
Yep.
Which means if Keyshawn would have played it cool, he probably would have got an extra mil. He probably got an extra 1.5 out of the deal. And this is why I'm like, Keyshawn doesn't listen to Jay Prince. Who is going to negotiate against themselves? You can talk about whatever you want to talk about with Keyshawn Davis. At the end of the day, everything led back to Top Rank.
Yep.
Everything led back to Top Rank. Top Rank was like, okay, take this 3 mil. He was like, no, let's go to purse bid. So now it's 2.1. He like, no, that's too low. Top Rank comes back in and they like, hey, we gonna still give you that 3. It's still no. Then Bill said, I'm gonna give you an extra M on top of that.
That's
he still says no. But how stupid would Top Rank be to negotiate against themselves? That's why I was like,
because it would have been their fight. It would have been on their side of the network.
So he's the promoter and he won the purse bid. So he was, when he offered the extra M to get him back up to 3 million, that was just him being courteous.
Fact.
That was him being courteous. Crazy. Let me get back in these comments real quick. Michael Johnson said, so his fight versus Haney grosses what, and what percentage can he get? So if he waits 2 to 3 fights, he gonna get more for that fight if it comes back. So Michael, here's the thing though. This situation that's going so crazy, I don't think it's gonna come back.
It ain't coming back.
I don't think it's gonna come back, bro. The only way it's gonna come back is unless Keyshawn Davis has some belts. He got some straps at 147. I don't think the situation gonna come back, bro.
He ain't gonna get that opportunity again.
He's not gonna get that opportunity again, bro. Not from Haney. Not from Haney. I hear what you're saying though, but I don't think he's gonna be able to circle the block. Michael said, I bet if we were all in his shoes, we would be talking a different tune. Are you talking about the
negotiations with Keyshawn?
Yeah, are you talking about just like if we were him, like we would take it, not take it? Romero said, get me on here. He said the key talk is wild. I had to hear. I gotta put the joint in the chat real quick. Mario said before running his mouth in the Albright fight, he had good traction with his kick streams. Yeah, he was building a name. He was building a name.
Bro, everybody was fucking with Keyshawn, bro. Before that shit, before he did all that goofy shit with the De Los Santos fight and situation, and whatever. After that, everybody was fucking with him. Everybody wanted to see him win. Everybody's fucking with Keyshawn. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They was fucking with him, bro.
Mario
But
says,
he has completely flushed down his reputation, his fucking earning potential, all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
He's flushing his career down the drain.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Mario said Devin was taking a pay cut to fight Keyshawn because he's about
thank you.
Fighting the best. That's why I rock with the Haneys. Well, I don't think he was taking a pay cut. He knew he was going to get the rest of his money from the zone.
He was going to get the rest of that. He was going to get to that 10 million regardless.
Yeah. Ryan Hanley, he said, big shout out to you, family. He said the zone turned into the gatekeepers of boxing. That's an interesting comment, because if you go way back as far as like boxing is concerned, part of why HBO and Showtime and all of them were so interesting is with HBO and Showtime, it was like, should they invest in fights or should they invest in fighters? And they always fall in the middle. So with some guys, they'll invest in them, and then sometimes they'll just want to buy fights. And that's why HBO ended up falling under. That's why Showtime ended up falling under. That's part of the reason. You take Todd, it's a lot deeper than that. But just for the sake of this conversation, that had part to do with it. You know what I mean? Because they had big contracts with people. And then you had people like Al Heyman, he controlling who they fight, and the networks is not agreeing with it, all that. I ain't going to get too deep into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get too deep. Let me put this in let me put the link in the chat, because I know my man Ramon going to get up in here for sure. So the link is in the chat. Again, please subscribe to Teak and his channel. Big shout out to you, Teak. And definitely subscribe to In This Corner podcast, Ty Finney, the legend. Please do that, for your boy Five.
Yeah, I gotta subscribe to my boy after we done this, John.
Ty.
I gotta subscribe to Ty after we done this, John.
Oh yeah, we gotta
Jenny, you say 100 away from a stack?
Yeah, a little less than 100 from a stack. I'm
gonna subscribe right after I'm done.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but it's yeah, the key showing thing is just I'm just like, why pay a manager when you're just ultimately gonna do what you want to do?
No, five. I gotta tell you the backstory behind that when you get a chance. Because as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it. I'm about to do it, but I'm gonna tell you why he had everything with the Jay Prince situation and why he basically has to pay that 30%.
All right.
Remember the whole Edwin De Los Santos fight situation.
Mm-hmm.
Top Rank was basically done with Keyshawn after that situation. And Todd, they were done. They were ready to cut the cord, and I mean completely done. Because look, remember when he came in overweight and all that shit.
Right.
Top Rank literally sent their weight cut specialists to help him lose because he was 2 pounds over. That's normal. 2 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They sent their weight cut specialist to him to help him lose the last 2 pounds, and he completely blew them off. And that's why he ended up being 4 pounds over. You feel me?
Yeah. I got my dog in the building, man.
And then after that, the whole Edwin De Los Santos situation happened with him like blowing off the fight or whatever. Top Rank basically cut him off. That's why he was gone for a year. Jay Prince basically begged Top Rank to give him another chance. So he took Keyshawn under his wing with him. You feel me? And he talked, and he cool with Bob and he cool with Top Rank. So he basically got them to give Key another chance. This is why all this shit right now is looking bad on him all around with this whole situation, bro.
AT. Yo,
What's up?
first of all, I got my dog. You know what I'm saying? I got my dog in the building, man. Michael
What up,
Johnson in the
boy?
building. Hey, listen, you know somebody gonna cook when they light up the cig before they jump on. I know he about to cook up something
Oh man, I
crazy.
was on the grill and stuff, man, cooking them glizzies for the homies.
Oh
They wanted
man.
some hot dogs, so I cooked them some hot
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah,
What's up, big dog?
bro. Yeah, bro. Let's go with the hot dog, right? The glizzy. I don't feel the glizzy comment. Let's cook.
Yeah, my bad, but it is what it is. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
No, I
Mike,
feel
They
talk
no
to
you.
me,
No,
bro.
they
I feel
wanted
you,
something
bro. But that
cheap.
shit was just.
I can respect it.
It's that New York and Philly shit, man.
They wanted
Hearing the
something
word
cheap,
glizzy
so.
is a
I
little
feel
off
you.
for us.
Hey, Mike, what's up, dog? Talk to me.
Oh man, I was just saying, man, like you go way back,
Yes,
with
sir.
this boxing talk on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm just one of them dudes, like, maybe I'm naive, but ultimately I'm like tired of like the back and forth and who's ducking and stuff like that, because a lot of the times it really boils down to what would you do in their shoes,
Mm-hmm.
and ain't none of us really in their shoes. You know what I'm saying? There's a few people um that we have heard of that's been in their shoes and maybe wish they would have made a different decision, a better went a different way in hindsight,
Right.
took the fight or not took the fight in hindsight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And especially when it comes to like people like, Edward and Bill Haney, like, the way that they talk and the way that they they try to manipulate people into believing into, their little ideology, or they truth and stuff like that. And how fast talker, Bill Haney, he likes to jabber jaw like the best of them, Edward Hearn and the rest of them, like, want to get on all up in the videos.
Calling
That's
him Edward Hearn is crazy.
huh?
Calling
Did you
him
say
Edward Hearn is
That's his
crazy.
name.
Edward
I
Hearn?
know, but I'm just saying.
Mike, can I get permission to use that, bro? Because I know
Yeah,
that's
you
that man
can.
name. I
Yeah,
appreciate you, brother.
that's his name. Edward.
Yo,
His name ain't Eddie. His name is Edward.
I
You-
promise you,
you-
every time I
and,
say it, I'm gonna give you your credit, bro. I'm
and
gonna
the
give you
only
your credit
time,
every time I
the
say it.
only time you should ever call somebody, so you know this, y'all know this in life. You could have went around and thought your uncle name was this, and it wasn't. You know what I'm
Oh, that
saying?
happens all the
But the
time.
only people, or like my uncle Richard. His name ain't fucking Richard. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
but family calls him Richard.
Right. That's that name.
Y-
That's that
y-
name
y-
when you in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh
Hey,
shit,
like
yo,
my
Richard,
buddy
get
Fob,
your
name,
ass.
we all
I
the
gotta take this
friends and
call
everybody.
real quick. I gotta take this call real quick.
Go ahead,
I'm
go ahead,
back
go
on
ahead,
when
T.
I'm done.
Go ahead, bro.
Everybody
All right.
call him Kenny, but his real name is Kenneth.
Right.
So if that's the case, if you ain't got no respect for the man, why you keep calling him by the name that call him by his God given name? I ain't got no respect for him. His name is Edward.
Edward Hearn is
You you
nasty
you, you
work, bro.
know because it sounds cool, it sounds catchy, and that's probably what
Yeah,
all his friends and everybody call him. But I
yeah.
guarantee you, when his parents mad at him, they call him Edward.
That is hilarious, bro. That
you
is
know,
hilarious. Mario said he from the Bay. We smooth talkers in the Bay Area. I respect it.
bro.
I
I'm from
respect
bro.
it.
I'm from San Diego, man. Like, and I'm gonna tell you all this. It don't matter where you from, man. You got suckers, you got losers, you got users, you got smooth talkers everywhere. It don't matter where you
Yeah,
from. There's
that's
snitches,
facts.
rats, and all kind of things in the Bay Area. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You just now hearing about them and the Tupac murder trial. Now you start hearing about everybody was snitching,
yeah.
informant.
Yeah, we got
Dude got up there, was talking about he was getting $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for snitching.
we got snitchologists on online, bro.
Yeah,
Crazy.
like coming from the, being from the Bay Area, or being from California, being from New York or whatever, does not make you susceptible to being the unbecoming of a man.
Right. Facts.
Now
Just
back to the
boxing in the building. Said Bill Haney talks like a cult leader. That is funny.
Oh nah, he ain't no Jim Jones.
Man, that's funny.
I mean, but what is he supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? What is he supposed to
listen, listen. Bill Haney is the reason why Devin Haney is where he is right now. Because if he didn't have a Bill Haney with the mouthpiece, you know what I'm saying, he would just be a regular fighter that's skilled. You Mike, I'll take it back for you. Take Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia wasn't Danny Garcia unless Angel was snapping out in them press conferences and all that, talking all that smack. And I'm cool with that. Some fighters they're blessed to have somebody that can talk that talk for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Bill Haney, like is a big reason why Devin Haney gets talked about so much, because Devin really don't do. He just started talking. Well,
I would say this, and I said this alone. Maybe you heard me say this, right? Yeah, you heard me say this. The problem is the belts that some of these fighters have makes them. They don't make them, and so to me, honestly, Devin Haney should be receiving more respect and more money than he is given from what he's done, but for some odd reason he's not.
Yeah, it's fans are fickle. You know what I'm
saying? And then you slide over there with the zone. You take the $10 million per fight. That just to show you. That's just you just named your worth. Yeah. When you could be so much than that, but the problem is that I don't know if it's him, his daddy, or his people around him, or whatever they be saying doesn't relate to people, like it does with Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia for some odd reason. Even though he popped dirty and he's still over there able to make more money than Devin Haney. And he took another L against Rolly, and Rolly just took another L, and he didn't let his hands go because maybe the body shots was getting to him. He couldn't figure out the way to get in, or maybe he's just not a smart he's not a smart guy to make shit translate on the big stage. But that's just the way it is. You know, when you look at it. Like, why would you, like, this is just me. If I was in the shoes, I probably would have done the same thing. But I'm just saying this, I'm not in his shoes. That's why I'm saying that. But if I was in the shoes, I'd probably be like, I probably would be thinking that this is $5 million. He taking 30. Somebody else is probably taking 10. I got to pay my team and I got to pay taxes. So why would I want to take that fight when I could just keep doing these other little fights, build my own case up, and then get out of this weak ass contract?
You talking about Key?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like you got Bob Arum and you got Jay Prince in your corner. Like, so it's just you just gonna have a big chunk of money coming out anyway. That's just the name of the game. That's what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you signed up for. And it's not just Keyshawn, it's two brothers as well. So if you're really thinking about it, Keyshawn and them got their own promotional company. So if you're smart, and again, this from the outside looking in, you would figure you would get some type of promotional deal too for your company as well. You know what I'm saying? Because Spence did that. You know what I'm saying? When Spence was at his
well, you want all the money going to the company anyways.
Yeah, the way his
But this is my thing. I'm gonna ask you this. It's 2026, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What really when you get to Keyshawn Davis, like when you get to this point, right? What are the managers really doing to take 30% off the top?
I don't think any of them done anything for a long time. And it's just that's a part of bad boxing practices, because if you really look at it, a lot of these managers is getting 25, 30. I've heard some as high as 35%. And it's literally to say yes or no. Like, it's literally
you see what I'm saying? Like, like if you don't, it seems like when the zone first came out, they was looking at everybody who had a big social media following and all that stuff. The boxers who had a big social media following, they was looking at the YouTubers, the social media guys who had a big YouTube following to get them on board and all that stuff to help push them. The same thing that Matchroom Boxing doing with the YouTube personality or social media personalities. They try to get them on board with them. The same thing with the fighters. And I'm kind of like if I was a fighter, right? And I would hate to say this because a lot of people get distracted, and we've seen this we've seen this with Adrian Broner trying to make a comeback and couldn't make it because he got more dollars, and now he's a lot more drunker. But just going, it just seems like going live on Twitch and getting into it with these youngins, it seems like gives it that much more drive, and it seems like you damn near have to make it like some WWF, WCW spectacle.
Yeah, it can definitely get like that for sure. Mario said Bill always stand on what he say and backs it up. I mean, he's a great salesman. Like I ain't got no problem with Bill. Like he's a great salesman at the end of the day. Also, problem is he asked for that fight and pressed for it hella hard. You can't go hard calling someone out, then back out for money on top of the money. It's the biggest opportunity Keyshawn ever had. I think Mario to kind of cap that off. When it come down to it, like the person he's paying 25, 30, 35%, whatever the percentage is, he didn't listen to the person he's paying. Like he didn't listen to the person that he's paying. And Jay Prince is the one that actually lobbied for him to be ranked number one in the sanctioning body so that purse bid can actually happen. And it shouldn't even have went to purse bid. So he's just wrong on a lot of fronts. Just Boxing, he said Bill didn't back up his words with Boots or Catterall. Boots ducked Devin. He had a chance to fight Dev and moved up in weight. So I can speak on that. Boots, and I only can speak on it because I'm in Philly. The move to 54 was already in the works before that Devin Haney situation came out. And that's why you heard the part about the 52, because they were already basically done going up to 54 at that particular time. And I only know that because of inside info. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Also said Boots had a chance to fight Dev and Duck. Yeah, that and another thing with that is when that happened, also this is inside knowledge. They were under the impression that Dev didn't have a problem with going up to 54 because he actually called out Xander Zayas and he didn't mention anything about him coming down under 54 at that particular time. So, yeah, if Dev want that smoke now, I think Boots mops him, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But yeah,
that fight ain't happening either.
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. They're just even though they're only one division apart, but Boots is on a whole nother game plan right now. He trying to unify. He trying to do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
And then those purse bids, like when a lot of them purse bids come up, like I'm always iffy because a lot of that shit doesn't even make any fucking sense. Like, especially when Canelo or when Floyd was around, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that shit don't make any fucking sense. Like you really gonna cause a purse bid while people are negotiating, or why people are even tentative negotiating? Like,
but Mike, this is where it really don't make no sense. Almost everybody signed with the zone, right? So if you notice during the purse bid, Top Rank is the only one that bid it. You don't think the zone hit up everybody else and was just like, yo, like let Top Rank get this? You know what I'm saying? Let Top Rank get this. Because if anybody else would have outbidded Top Rank, the fight definitely wouldn't have happened.
Where's the zone? Hold up. Did Top Rank move to the zone?
Yes. That's
Edward Hearn too.
Yeah, that's what makes because
Edward Hearn is the head of of this Matchroom Boxing USA and one of the dudes for the zone out here, right?
Everybody's with the zone. Everybody.
Mm.
But that's what make the Keyshawn situation crazy, because either way he could have negotiated a higher number. So that's why you don't allow that to get the purse bid. You don't allow it to get the purse bid. He could have, when he got offered the 3, he could have said, "All right, Bob, give me 3.5 and I'm good to go. I'm good to go." You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Mario said, he said, "I like Boots. I think he's hella skilled." Yeah, Boots a problem. 310, what's going on? He said, okay. Just Boxing said TO bid 2.5. Yes, he did. I forgot about that. 310, he said, "What's happening? Everything cool, bro? We just in here chopping it up, man. We actually getting ready to get about this thing, but you know what I mean? We ain't been on in a minute. You know what I'm saying?"
That is crazy. I didn't know that part.
So, bro, PBC got a contract with the zone.
No, I seen that.
Top rank got a contract with the zone. Yep.
But I didn't know that all of them got in board. I saw PBC this weekend.
Yeah,
when I was watching the fight, I saw the logo.
Yeah, the zone got everybody. So you can't tell me the zone ain't tell all the other promoters like, "Hey, it's going to Top Rank. Let Top Rank bid." I think the zone even knew how much Top Rank was going to bid, because they still got to make up the money to get a Devin, because they signed them for 10 plus. You know what I'm saying? The purse bid was only 8. So all that stuff was orchestrated. All they needed to do was get all they wanted was for Keyshawn to say yes. That's what makes the duck look crazy. Because he probably could have got an extra M on the back end. Even when they
but that's the thing. So you have the purse bid. So you have the purse bid, right? And that already stimulates pretty much who gets what, like as far as like what you've been making and all that stuff, right?
Correct.
But that's not the bottom line agreement.
That's
not the bottom line agreement.
That's just the money that's in the pot.
Yeah, that's not including on if it went to pay-per-view, how much would it get? If it didn't go to pay-per-view with all the international broadcasting rights, what they would get. Correct. But it just makes it, that's almost like a fucking monopoly.
But that's why I said with Keyshawn, the duck is crazy, because obviously Bob Arum knows about all of them revenue streams. Jay Prince knows about all of them revenue streams. So you're dealing with the two guys that's in your corner. Keyshawn's in this position because he said no to Bob Arum, Top Rank, and Jay Prince. That's what make the duck look crazy, because he was going to end up, he could have negotiated where he would have got, if he would have negotiated and been cool, he probably could have been up like, the purse probably could have been like 4 M's, except for 3, if he would have played it cool.
If I was Keyshawn, I would be feeling like, I'm just saying, that 30% in 2026, that's even back in the days, you know, even 30% for somebody not really doing shit is, I would be trying to renege, but you know, at the end of the day, you probably is right. He probably should have just took it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even mad about the percentages and all that, because I'm like, your worth is what you negotiate. So I'm like, if that's what he negotiated and Keyshawn signed to it, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no real beef with that. But it's just, if you got 3 M's on the table and the biggest purse you ever made was 1 M, then what are we talking about? And then if he takes the fight and he beats Haney, he controls everything.
He controls everything. He doesn't. That's the crazy thing. The only reason why Kambosos controlled anything is because he took everybody to Australia.
Correct.
He's not going to control anything because Keyshawn Davis does not control the market. So if so, but the only cool thing about it is that all the real big money guys how many I would say Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, right? Who else is making as much money as them?
Not nobody in
the lower weight classes.
No, they're the 2 highest ones.
So that would, I mean, if he gets past that rematch, if that's what they do, And he goes into he gonna get one of them. But then again, the way his contract is structured, is he gonna get 5 out of the $20 million because the arena, some of these arenas is generating 10 to 15, $20 million.
Yeah, I mean that's the gate, and that's the thing, and it's like they set it up where all the negotiating was going to be in-house. Top Rank is signed to the zone.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
so
my
everything
bad.
would have been in-house, so they could have talked about all that other stuff. That's why I was just like, I think he just took it upon himself to not take the fight. Like that's what just makes it bad. Hold on, Just Boxing said, why didn't Turkey bid? Because Turkey's tied in with the zone too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's tied in with the zone too. So it was
Turkey putting big money in the zone.
Yeah, they all in the same playground, playing in the same sand.
Turkey and them, they building the coffers.
Yeah,
Turkey is the guy that got them to do the whole restructure the Muhammad Ali Act so people can run amok.
Yeah, well, that was Dana. That's Dana White and Zuffa trying to do that. But
oh man, somebody just got hit, homie. Somebody just laid out some automatic shit. Somebody just got hit.
For real?
Yeah, out here. I just heard that shit. And that was in the switch. That was low too.
Dang, that's crazy. Mario said, being from Philly, how do you feel about everyone antagonizing to get Boots and Crawford fight to happen? I think it's close to happening, but
it's not.
That fight not happening, bro. That's all smoke and mirrors, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They competitively don't like each other. Like from a competitive standpoint, they're not too fond of each other. But that fight ain't happening, bro.
Well, my brother, I'm gonna say that.
The only way that happens, bro, if he beat Josh Kelly, if he beats Fundora, he's unified at 154. And maybe he gets one of those 147 guys to come up to 154, a big name, and he smashed them too. And Turkey come with that bag, then possibly. But you're looking at another year and a half, 2 years. I don't see it happening, bro. I don't see it happening.
I would say this too. How many dudes did you see retire, stay retired?
That's a good point.
It seems like they okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't care what Crawford says. He got that bug in him. He had never stopped being a fighter.
For sure. I don't think he don't act like a retired fighter.
I think he just want to have some alone time, family, travel, go to Ukraine and have some fun and not have to be, you know what I'm saying?
He ain't even doing that because he at every boxing event.
He was just in Ukraine.
He's at every boxing event. His schedule.
I mean, you would
filled.
too.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
If somebody say, I'm gonna give you a ticket.
Go ahead, Ty.
I don't think Crawford, like, I don't think because Crawford's pushing 40 now, right? So I don't think, like, I don't never see him lose a beat, or I don't think he ages or anything like that. But still, I mean, he's pushing 40, so it has to be something real big on the table for him to like come out, especially after being a 3-time undisputed champion. He's going to need something big to really make him come back and fight, especially at this stage.
Well, what I'm saying is, even Spence contemplated retirement after that car accident, which I think he should have retired on hindsight because he wasn't the same guy.
Right.
Every fighter that we've seen, like if it wasn't something that literally took him out the game, they kept fighting. Or they came back. They retired and they came back.
Yeah.
I mean, Evander Holyfield, George, I would say Muhammad, but that was jail. The list goes on and on. Everybody came back at least once. Zab came back.
I agree.
Hell, Zab had surgery and thought about coming back.
Yeah, like history shows that's the case a lot of times. Mario said, I do feel bad for Key now because the backlash has been crazy. I don't feel bad for him because I'm like, he had, so Mario, here's the thing real quick, because I don't want to stay on that too long. Like, What's the alternative? Like, that's the point that we're at now. He had $3 million on the table, turned it down. 2.1 on the table, turned it down. There's no fighter or no fight he can sign up for right now that's going to get him 2.1 or 3. That's why I don't feel bad for him, because I'm like, that's why you had them powerful people in your corner to make sure you don't run into situations like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's why. Just Boxing said Radio Raheem said if Key beat Dev, it triggers an extension clause with Top Rank. I mean, if that's the case, then
I mean, but
this is but hey, Mike, but this is why it don't matter. This is why it don't matter. Everybody signed at the zone anyway.
Yeah. So somebody gonna snatch him up.
Yeah, you're gonna be linked with the zone regardless. That's why I don't. That comment doesn't matter. Because listen, if he leaves, so Mike, Ty, if he leaves Top Rank and he goes over to PBC is signed with the zone. They signed with the zone. If he went over to Golden Boy signed to the zone. If he went to Matchroom signed with the zone. Where are you going? That's why I'm like, Radio Raheem. I'm like, I don't listen to Radio Raheem, and I don't have nothing against him. But I'm like, that comment means absolutely nothing. Because I'm like, whoever he can sign to, they're all signed with the zone. So really,
yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that before he told me. Because I saw PBC this weekend. I saw him. I was like, what? Is that a PBC fight? And I was like, look at it. I was like, oh, it is. I was like, wait a minute. What the hell going on here?
Yeah.
And what you were saying earlier is it's like this, bro. And this is just me. And this is just how I feel. I could be wrong as all outdoors. But I think that at the end of the day is that we all getting played. Just like when we all hear this ducking shit. I think that they really know. And I think that at the end of the day is like you got a fighter that's been in a few more better scraps than the other fighter, and they trying to get the other one back up in motion to get him up to speed. You know what I'm saying? And then you can also look at the aspect of is that these motherfuckers like to marinate. So we all could be sitting up over here talking about who's ducking and who's not. Why they in the gear in the rear playing the goddamn fiddle on their ass.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, and I'm like, and I'm all for like you want to promote in between fights and all that trash. So like, I'm cool with all that. But I'm like, but with everybody pretty much signed with one network outside of Zuffa, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's only so much talk you can get away with.
Oh, I gotta go.
Hey, bro,
I gotta go. My lady here, and she don't like me on this. She don't like me on YouTube no more.
I respect it, bro. I done got cursed out a few times myself, brother. Don't even worry about it.
I'll call you later, nigga. I gotta go, nigga. How did you end this shit?
You already know,
I gotta
bro.
Go.
All right, bro. Hey, that was Michael Johnson, man. But we gonna end up closing this thing out. We're gonna go through the rest of these comments real quick. Mario said Jake Paul. He said great point. Just Boxing. I think Boots will get all the belts at 154 to move up. To be honest with you, bro, I can see him defending once he gets all the belts too. He said Mike cooking right now. Yeah, Mike crazy. He said Key trying to go to Zuffa. So Just Boxing. So let's just say like if he beats Devin Haney, it would have triggered an extension, right? I would be curious to know what that clause is, because I might, if it's, I guess, is it like if he wins it? Oh, you know what? I know what that clause is. A tie. Usually with top ranked fighters, and the only reason I know this, bro, is because they used to do this with Manny Pacquiao all the time. Like every time he like won a title, it ended up triggering like a 1-year extension or like a 2-year extension. So if you're looking at it from that angle, and he's just trying to wait out the contract, then what was the point of all the talk? Like, why take? You understand what I'm saying, Ty? Like, why would you take it to purse bid if you're trying to get out of the contract, like completely? Like, why even go through all that hassle? You just sit and wait it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
but when you were saying earlier about like who could like Keyshawn fight, like who else? This is just me thinking out loud. I just thought about this just now. Even though they're not in the same weight class, Teofimo just won. could that be a possibility? Remember, they had some words, you know, at a press conference, and then the other name was Adola Mason. But would Adola Mason be willing to come up to 140? Because you know they had a little talk. But other than that, I can't really think of anybody.
To be honest with you, and see, here's the thing though. Like Keyshawn said, he wanted to move up to 147 because he didn't want to go through the process of making 140, right? But he's never 47. He's never 47. So technically, he can still make 140. With that being said, I think one of the few fights he could take and people would respect it, Pitbull Cruz. I think if he fought Pitbull Cruz at 140, I think a lot of people would respect Keyshawn Davis because they know that's going to be an entertaining fight. Pitbull Cruz ain't never been in a boring fight, as far as I'm concerned. And if he beats Pitbull Cruz, he's probably going to beat Pitbull Cruz in an entertaining fight. I think that's a fight that he can take. Abdullah Mason, I do think he's going to move up to 140. He's a big 135. If he fought Abdullah Mason, I think that would be a really good fight for him. Or Raymond Morataya. If he fought Raymond Morataya at 140, I think that would be a great fight. There's some fights that he can take where the boxing public will get back on his side. You know what I'm saying? If he, puts on a good performance.
Well, what about Cruz?
Pitbull?
No, what about Andy Cruz?
Cruz? To be honest with you, they probably wouldn't give him that much credit because people saying they want Andy Cruz back down at 130. You know what I'm saying? So they might think they might think, hold on. Mario say, how often do y'all do these lives so I can tune in regularly? Mario, please follow me on the gram. If you follow me on the gram, I'll hit you right back. I'll follow you. We're supposed to do it like 2 days out of the week, but life be getting in the way. So under normal circumstances, it usually be like 2 days out of the week. What I can do in the meantime, if you follow me on the gram or tell me what your handle is on the gram, I'll follow you. We'll follow each other. And then before, I'll let you know like a day in advance. Like when we going live, I'll shoot you the I'll even shoot you the link. So if you want to get in here and chat with us, we can do that too. So either send me your IG handle or just follow me on Instagram. It's G5JeffTV. You know what I'm saying? And Ty, your joint is the Legend 3347.
Yeah, 3347. Yeah, give me a follow. Like I said, I'll follow you right back.
Yeah, we'll follow right back and we'll just handle it from there. Just Boxing, he said Frank Martin.
Wait, Frank Martin just signed. Then he just
signed with Top Rank.
Yeah, because he said he wants to stay busy. Yeah, he wants to stay busy.
I wouldn't be mad at that fight, but I mean the boxing public may be like, bro, for all that, you could have just, for all that, for all that, you could have just fought Dev. You could have just fought Dev. So it's, let me see.
And while you doing your thing, man, I want to say big shout out to Jamal Harvey because man, like I said, he's just turned pro. Don't have nothing but a few fights, but they're moving him good. Like he's under Jake Paul, and already he's the co-main and like nice performance, nice KO that he had.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think he's definitely going to be back in those co-main event spots, eventually his own main event spots. So, and like I said, like I had some conversations off camera, like they were saying this guy should have turned pro a long time ago. But like I said, like they're moving him good. So, I'm happy for the kid. Like
big shout out to him for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, why I can't find your joint?
He said he's in, I don't know what that says. He said he's in something. But yeah, what you think about it? What you think about it being on TikTok? You think that's something they're gonna have a lot in the future?
I think they might start doing that. I think they might start doing that for sure. Hey, bro, is that on the gram or is that on TikTok? I cannot find you, bro. Oh, okay. Shoot me. All right, well, shoot me a message. Shoot me a message so you'll just be in my inbox and I ain't gotta go looking for you. Let me see. Just boxing. He said, oh, you know what? Before I move on, Ty, to answer your question, I can see them doing TikTok live. I think it's gonna get real when people start putting their joints on Kick. Because if they start streaming and they get these streamers involved and all that, I think that might be the next step. That might be the next wave. You know what I'm saying? Because they bringing in so much bread. They bringing in so much bread, bro. Them streamers, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just Boxing said, is Dev gonna spin the block and accept the 30% from Tank? I mean, if I'm Devin, I would, because he believe he can beat him. But Tank been out the ring for a minute, and you just don't know where Tank head at. Pause. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know.
And plus, Tank, you know, talking bad about his moms and stuff like those are low blows you're throwing, man. So it's definitely slow, it's definitely low blows for sure. But it's like until Tank is back in the gym and he, you know what I'm saying, like, because even though PBC signed with DAZN, Tank Davis is not a part of that deal. He's not a part of that PBC deal. So whatever he signs, it'll be him on his own. You know what I'm saying? So we had to see what happens, man. But we're gonna close this thing out, bro. Just got one more question. He said, get it back in blood. That fight sold and the contract sent. Yeah, man. I mean, these dudes just need to get in the ring, man, and make this money, you know, at the end of the day, man. But, you know, we're going to get about this thing, man. Hour, 36 minutes long. Legend, can you put your link to your channel in the chat one more time? Sure. Yeah, so my man Ty Finney, the legend, my co-host, he's about 90 something subs away from 1,000. We definitely need that. We definitely need that for sure, man. That is his link right there. Definitely please subscribe to my man Ty Finney, the legend, in this corner podcast. And you know, we got to get him up to 1,000. He does great work, interviews. He, you know, hops on the show with me all the time, man. Like, just good content, good dude. You know what I'm saying? We gotta support that, you know, at the end of the day. So definitely subscribe to In This Corner podcast. Just boxing, man. I don't know if I'm sub to you, but I'm gonna find you, and I'm a sub to your channel. You know, so we definitely gonna do that for sure, man. But let's get Ty Finney up to 1,000. It's been a little too long and well deserved at the end of the day. So Ty Finney, get him your social media and all that. Let them know where they can find you. Yes, sir. Facebook, Ty Finney. IG, you see my name right there. It's the Legend 3347. I'm on TikTok as well. So same thing. Find me on TikTok, Facebook, you know, the podcast, you know, always doing interviews. And like I said, just got some offers. Everything's in the works. So, you know, just stay tuned. Something's going to come.
Yeah, for sure. Big shout out to Ty Finney, the legend, In This Corner podcast. And when you sub to him too, go watch some of that prior work. Because some of the guys that he interviewed, they've been on your TV screens within the last like year, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Ty Finney. Big shout out to Boxing First Vlog. Big shout out to Shane. Big shout out to Teak for stopping through. Big shout out to Mike Johnson. For myself, just continue to lock in. I'm on all social media platforms. Everything is G5 Jeff TV. Right now, making really good progress. I think Instagram, I think I'm almost at 2,000 followers on Instagram, which is crazy because I think I was under 1,000 as of like a month and a half ago. It's just crazy. YouTube, you know, it's all about my team first. So I'm not really worried about myself, but you know, we get it out the muscle. You know what I mean? We get it out the dirt. So I'm expecting by the end of the year I should be at like 10,000. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube. And I think TikTok, I'm over 2,000 as well. And it's not even about the whole number, it's about the progression. So even though we haven't been doing the show, everybody's progressing in a positive direction. And the next thing on the agenda is to get Ty Finney up to 1,000. I got a goal in mind for, Boxing First Vlog as well, but I'm gonna talk to him in private, before I put that out there. But I don't really move anywhere unless Legend moving with me, or Vlog is moving with me. Like I really don't, outside of these little 1 minute videos, I really don't bust no major moves unless they know about it and I get their opinion on things and all that. So just continue to rock with us. We might do another one tomorrow. Who knows? Just lock in with us. And we can go from there. Oh man, DeMarcus Hills, we getting ready to roll up out of here, player. But if you're not following me on Instagram, please do, and I'll get you on the next show for sure, bro. Hold on, matter of fact, let me get him in here real quick. Hey, bro,
what's up, man?
Yo, we getting ready to check out this joint. You want a gram?
Yeah.
We following each other?
I doubt.
Yo, my joint G5 Jeff TV. Go find me on Instagram so we can follow each other. We might jump on tomorrow. If we jump on tomorrow, I'm gonna shoot you the link. You can jump right in. You can jump right into the show. We're gonna chop it up.
All right,
yeah. And do that now so I can follow you, so I'll just know, because I'll be having like a lot
I
of
just
names
sent the
coming
follow.
in. Perfect. Hold on a second, bro. I got you. Where you from?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Oh yeah, we got the chop. Yeah, we got to chop it up. Because they not really known for the boxing like that.
Not at all. It's football and rappers.
Yeah, for sure. Hold on. Let me lock you in, bro. Because I don't think we've talked to anybody from Baton Rouge. Hold on. Where you at? This Mark?
Yeah.
Got you. All right, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna message you in the DMs. And we get on tomorrow. Whenever we go back on, I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna send you a link. We're gonna chop up. All right.
All right.
All right, Brody.
All right.
All right. See you, Legend. You know what I mean? Yeah, but on behalf of Ty Finney, the Legend, aka In This Corner Podcast, Boxing First Vlog, Shane, T, your boy G5 Jeff TV, man. This is episode 38 of Throw the Hook Podcast. And we might be back with you tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.